Hi and welcome to this video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys a very beginner-friendly way on how to make a magic ring. It's essential to do many different types of crochet projects, but if you're into learning how to make amigurumi, you know, those crochet plushes you see, then it is essential that you learn the magic ring, and you can learn it in a very non-complicated way, and I promise. And also, if you want to see the difference with working with acrylic yarn compared to chenille yarn when making a magic ring, I also made a video on that. You should be able to click on it now, or I'll link it in the description. But either way, there's tons of other amigurumi beginner videos that I've made that will teach you and show you everything that you need to know to get started with your amigurumi journey. So let's get right into it. So go ahead and grab your yarn and your hook, and I'm going to show you how to get started with the magic ring. So the yarn I'm using is from Hobby, and it's called Amigo in extra large, and it's 100% acrylic. It does not matter for the purpose of the video, but if you were wondering, that's it. And the yarn weight is a medium 4, and therefore I'm using a 4mm hook, but you can use any yarn that you need and whatever hook matches that yarn. In crochet, especially if you're doing amigurumi, it also just depends on how tight you hold your yarn. You might want to go a 1 or 1.5 smaller than the recommended hook size. So you can see it says here or 5 or 6, and I'm going down to a 4. So I don't know if you can call it a preference. So before I show you how to make the magic ring, I will say you can find tons of different ways that people show you how to do the magic ring. In my opinion, they're often overcomplicated. And I'm literally been doing my magic ring the same way since I was a beginner. So I think that's what I would recommend people go for. So you can just try it out, but it's really simple. So we're gonna start with taking our yarn tail, also called the yarn end, and place it in the palm side of our hand. So this is the first step. You're gonna take the palm side of your hand and face it towards yourself. Then take the yarn tail and place it in your hand, just like that. And then I'm gonna bring my thumb over to my ring finger, and I'm gonna hold the yarn like that. Now I'm gonna take my other hand and grab the rest of the yarn, and I'm gonna wrap it around my 2 index fingers. And I'm gonna do that by going sideways up and straight down. So I'm gonna show you twice, and the first time I'm gonna do it really slow. So we're gonna grab the yarn and go sideways across our index fingers, and then straight down, and then sideways back up, like that, and then straight down again. And then you're gonna take this piece of yarn and bring it over to your thumb. So now you're holding both pieces of yarn. So as you can see, we have an X on this side of our hand and 2 parallel lines on the other. So now turn your hand so we have the 2 parallel lines. And now grab your hook. So what we're gonna do now is go underneath the first piece of yarn and grab the second. And when we grab it, we're gonna pull and twist, all right? So let's do it slowly. You're gonna go underneath the first piece of yarn, grab the second, and now we're pulling and we're twisting, all right? So now there's like a little loop twist on our hook. And if you look at it like this, you can see there's 2 pieces of yarn right there, and one is facing your knuckles more closely. And we're gonna grab that and pull it through the loop we have on our hook, all right? So if you look down on your hands right now, if you're doing it simultaneously as you're watching the video, you will see the 2 pieces of yarn. And also don't mind my fingers. I didn't do this nail because my hand got stuck in the door a few months ago, and it's still healing, but she's almost back to normal. So anyways, we're gonna grab this piece of yarn that was closest to our knuckles. Then we're gonna pull it through the loop. And this is the loop of the magic ring. Now I'm gonna go over those 2 steps one more time, and then we're gonna move on. We're gonna take the yarn tail and place it in the palm side of our hands like that. And we're gonna bring a thumb over to a ring finger and hold the yarn in place right here. And then we're gonna gather our 2 index fingers together, and we're gonna grab the rest of the yarn and go sideways across and straight down, and sideways back up and straight down. And then we're gonna bring this piece of yarn over to the thumb that is already holding the yarn tail. So now both pieces of yarn are held together with our thumb. And in the palm side of our hand, we'll have an X. On the opposite side, you'll have 2 parallel lines. Now we're gonna take our hook and go underneath the first piece of yarn, grab the second, pull and twist. Now we have 2 pieces of yarn up our hand and 1 piece of yarn is closest to our knuckles, and that's the one we're gonna grab and pull through the loop on the hook. And now we have the loop of the magic ring. Now right here, you might want, depending on what you're working on and how many stitches you want to work into your magic ring, you might want to adjust the size of the loop. So here we're gonna take the yarn tail. Now it's wrapped inside of the loop, as you can see. And I'm just gonna pull it out like that. And if I pull on the yarn tail, I'm gonna tighten the whole loop itself. You see? Now, if you, for example, get to pull it a little bit too tight, you just pull on the loop and make it big again. So it's very adjustable. So once you have the loop of the magic ring as we have now, we are ready to begin our first round of stitches. I'm gonna show you that. So if you're not familiar with how to hold the yarn, I'm also gonna show you that. So I wrap it around my pinky finger once, and then sometimes I go once or twice around my index finger just to adjust how tight or loose I want it. So I keep sometimes having 2 and then let go and only have it wrapped once. So that's just also, again, a preference. You don't want it too tight. So you don't want this piece of yarn here to have a strain to it. So now that we have our yarn wrapped around our hands, we can begin working the stitches into the loop of the magic ring. We're gonna take our hook and go underneath both pieces of yarn. If you look at the loop, you have the loop itself and the yarn tail, and you're gonna take your hook and go underneath both of those pieces of yarn. That's very important, okay? You see, both under both. And now I'm gonna grab my yarn and yarn under, pull it through, and now I have 2 pieces of yarn on my hook, and I'm gonna yarn over and pull it through those 2. And that was my first single crochet. So you might heard me say yarn under, yarn over, and that is because the stitches will look different whether or not the hook, the yarn is on top of your hook or underneath, and how you combine the 2. If you're doing amigurumi, I would recommend doing yarn under, yarn over. And for me personally, it's a habit now, so I always do yarn under, yarn over, and it gives you that consistency that it's kind of it has some movement to it, but it's still firm and the stitches are still close together. So that was our first single crochet. Now I'm going to show you again. I take the yarn underneath both pieces of yarn around the loop, and then I'm going to yarn over by placing the yarn under my hook. You see it's under, and then I'm going to pull it through. Now I have 2 loops on my hook, and then I'm going to yarn over by placing the yarn over my hook and pulling it through. So that was 2 single crochets. I'm gonna make 6 in total. We're gonna go in, yarn under, pull through. We have 2 loops on our hook, and yarn over and pull through. Going into the loop, yarn under, pull up, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the next 2. Go into the loop, yarn under, pull up a loop. Now we have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through those 2. And the last one, go into the loop, yarn under, yarn over, pull through. So now I have 2, 4, and 6. Now we gotta close our magic ring. And I always say there's a 2-step way to do it, and it's very easy. So right here we have the yarn tail, and that is the one we're gonna pull on. If you pull on the yarn tail and it's not closing, you might have made your stitches a little bit too tight. If that's the case, you can just start over, or you can try to adjust some of the stitches. But with acrylic yarn, it's pretty hard to make them too tight. I would say that's more the case with chenille yarn, which I also have a magic ring tutorial on my YouTube channel if you need that. So I'm gonna take the yarn tail and I'm gonna pull it, and while I'm pulling it, my hands are holding on to the stitches. You saw that? Now I'm gonna take it a little bit closer and put my hook into the loop. So right here you see there's a little gap where my thumb is between what would have been what is our last stitch, and this over here is our first one. So we're gonna close this gap here by joining them, and we're gonna do that by making a slip stitch into the first stitch that we made, okay? So I'm gonna take my hook and go into the first stitch like that, and now I'm gonna yarn under and pull through the first stitch and then through the loop I already have on my hook. And then I'm gonna chain 1, and then I'm gonna pull the yarn tail to tighten it up a little bit more. And that was our first round of stitches, and you have now completed the magic ring. So I think we should repeat the magic ring and the first round of stitches one more time so you guys can practice it one more time and feel really secure in what you're doing. But before I do that, I want to let you guys know that the next video I would recommend that you go watch if you're into amigurumi and want to learn all the stitches and just practice basic amigurumi skills. Then I would recommend that you go watch my amigurumi ball video. It's called How to Make an Amigurumi Ball. And it has a lot of views and a lot of comments that likes it, but I also have a lot of people saying that I'm going a little bit too fast on that video. So I also have a stress ball video, this one, which is much more slow paced, and I would recommend that you go try to watch both of them to really get those basic amigurumi stitches down and the skills that you need to be able to make a plushie or, you know, whatever else that you want to make. So those are the videos you're gonna go watch next, and right now we're gonna start over with the magic ring one last time, so I'm sure you guys got it, and we're gonna do it a little bit faster now. If you're the same place as me, you can just pull on the working yarn and the whole thing will just unravel. Very satisfying. So we're gonna take the yarn tail and place it in the palm side of our hand, and we're gonna hold it in place with our thumb on our ring finger. We're gonna take the yarn and go sideways to the right across our index fingers and straight down, and then sideways towards the left, and then straight down, and take that piece of yarn, the working yarn, and place it with our thumb that is holding the yarn tail. Now we have an X on one side, 2 parallel lines on the other. I go underneath the first line, grab the second, pull and twist. Now there's 2 pieces of yarn here. One is closest to our knuckles. That's the one we'll grab. And then we pull on it and pull it through the loop we already have on our hook. There you go. And now we have the loop of the magic ring. We're gonna take the yarn tail out of the loop and adjust the size a little bit and adjust the size on the loop on the hook too. There you go. And then we're gonna take the yarn, wrap it around the little finger and around our index, and now we're gonna begin on working a few single crochet stitches. And we're gonna do that by going underneath both pieces of yarns that are in the loop, like that. And then we're gonna yarn under, pull up a loop. Now we have 2 loops, and then we're gonna yarn over and pull through those 2. This would be our first single crochet. So we're gonna do that 5 more times. That was 2, that was 3, 4, and 5. So we can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we need 1 more. 6. Now we're gonna let go of the yarn and grab the yarn tail. Our hands are holding on to the stitches, and we're gonna pull and watch it close. Like that. Now I'm gonna grab the yarn again, and I'm gonna take my hook into what would be the first stitch that we made into the loop, like that. And then I'm gonna yarn under, pull the yarn through both of these loops that are on the hook. If I can, there you go. And I'm just gonna pull a little bit again and chain 1. Now we're ready for the following rounds. Now, depending on what project you're working on, how many stitches you would work into the loop of the magic ring and what you would do here after depends on the project. And that is why I recommended that you go watch either my amigurumi ball video or my stress ball videos, or just both, to practice your stitches. Those are great ways to get into amigurumi, and it's part of the learning curve to get to plushies and other stuff like that. So I hope you liked the video, and thank you so much for watching. If you have any other suggestions for other tutorials, videos, or whatnot you would like to see that is crochet related, please comment below, then I will take it into consideration. I do read through my comments. And if you want, you can go check out my videos on my YouTube channel and see if there's anything for you, and hit that subscribe button if you do find anything interesting. See you in the next video.